So the first numbers we'll hop into here in this CBD sleep aid supplement review we're doing is going to be focused on the sleep portion of it. So here I was tracking each night how easy it was for me to fall asleep, what I felt like the sleep quality was in general, how I felt initially when I was waking up in bed, and then how the dream recall was overall. And so these were all done on a 5-point scale. But I was, as I was pulling out these averages, I was wondering if it would have been better for me just to do a 3-point scale of like, bad, neutral, or good. Because on the 5-point scale, I have a bunch of ones and like no fives, where it seems like, that's gonna affect the averages there some. But nonetheless, these were the findings. So first up, we'll talk about the nights that I was taking the CBD. So here, the average came out for falling asleep at a 3.05. So, just barely better than average, which was surprising to me because I felt like more often than not, it was helping me fall asleep. But like I said, a couple of those nights I throw those ones in there, so I have several fours and stuff like that. But those ones, I think, kind of knocked that average down some. For the sleep quality, this one came out to a 3.3. So a decent amount better than average. Again, though, I would have thought this number to be higher because it felt like it was giving me more positive nights of sleep versus negatives. But again, some of those ones in there, I think, knocked that number down. For waking feel, this one did seem pretty accurate to me, where it came out to a 2.8, where, a good amount of the time I'd wake up in bed and I would just feel so damn comfortable that I didn't want to get out of bed and go start doing whatever it is I needed to be doing. So a 2.8 average there seems about right. And then for dream recall, man, here I had a whole bunch of ones, no fives, no fours even. So this one took a pretty big hit. So this average came out to a 1.78, which seems a bit worse than what I would have given it just off of my memory. Because, I still recorded a shitload of dreams, and I'll get to the actual dream count we have here in a second. But nonetheless, that was the findings there. Then on the nights I didn't take any of the CBD, so this was like a way smaller sample size, right? This was only 6 nights that I recorded here. But for falling asleep, came out to a 3.1. So maybe I should just start changing what I feel like my average is for falling asleep. But nonetheless, came out to a 3.1. I had like 3 nights where it seemed easier than normal for me to fall asleep. 1 felt normal and 2 were negative. For the sleep quality, came out to an even 3, where I had 1 night where the sleep quality felt better than normal, 3 felt normal, and then 2 felt less than that. For the waking feel, this came out to a 3.33, where I had 2 nights that I woke up feeling better than what I, maybe typically feel like I do. 3 felt normal. 1 night I felt like I did not want to get out of bed at all. Morning, I guess I should say. And then for the dream recall here, this one came out to a 2.33. So again, below what I felt like my average is. So maybe here is another example of where I got to kind of change what I feel like my average dream recall ability is here, where I had 1 night of good dream recall, 1 night felt average, and then 4 nights I felt like were below average. So pretty interesting numbers here, because as I said, the felt experience of taking the CBD sleep aid, it did definitely seem to help me fall asleep easier, and then it felt like the sleep quality overall was pretty good. Granted, I didn't want to get out of bed most mornings, which I think reflects here in the numbers. And then the dream recall definitely seemed to take a hit. So, yeah, that's some of that there. And we'll hop on to the next numbers next.